So, welcome to episode 2.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about
True crime. Spooky. Go check it out if you haven't seen it.
Look at the
Listen to
freaking
it.
cat over there.
Exactly.
Oh my god, the cat's going crazy.
Yeah,
Hi,
because there's a
Phoebe.
pillow on her.
Or maybe it's because she senses a ghost.
Oh, maybe.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. That's the topic of our podcast today. This episode is brought to you by ghosts.
Brought to you
Only
by
ghosts.
the paranormal.
The paranormal. And okay, so we saved it for this podcast because I really want to talk about all the bumps we've been hearing.
Okay, yeah.
They're
You guys
very
haven't told
spooky.
you guys haven't told me about this at all. You've told me there's something, but I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't gone into
We
detail.
found reasons for them, but some of them we don't. Like, I haven't found reasons for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so in the theme of paranormal, we'll talk about the stuff that we've heard in the house lately.
Okay.
So at least in terms of what I've heard in the house, it happened pretty recently, like a few days ago. 2 days ago? Whatever. Anyway. And oftentimes I'm home alone when Matt goes to the gym and when my parents go out and have the works. Yes.
Have work.
Have work. When they have work.
I'm home alone and it's just me and the cat. And so, you know, I'm down in the basement doing my own thing. And it's open, like most of the doors are open to like everything, so I can hear anything that goes on in the house.
Because basically
It's
I guess if you'd say a 3-story house, but
like
well,
basement
from
and
base,
2 stories.
if you're including basement.
Basement, main level, second floor.
Yeah.
And since I'm in the basement, like my room is down here right now, I don't, like, I can hear things that happen upstairs, but only vaguely, and like I can hear people walking around, no problem. Upstairs, if you go to like the second floor, I can't hear shit.
Yeah.
Mostly. But like, I'm sitting home alone, and I thought that was something you spooked
No,
me.
that's just
Okay.
my glass.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a ghost.
This place is haunted.
Look out!
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm home alone, and I hear this really loud crash, and I'm like, okay, what the frick is that? Because it sounded like it happened like just down the hall of my room, like right in the furnace room. And like in the furnace room, there's tons of like storage items and stuff like that. But I went in and I checked because I thought, you know, the cat might have like gotten on top of like a shelf and fallen or something, and I got scared for her. So I went and checked. It's completely fine. There was nothing in the room
Weird.
at all. Like, nothing had been disturbed. I checked in the other rooms. There was nothing changed at all.
I see.
It was like completely unmoved. And a few hours later, you know, sitting home by myself, I was kind of spooked by that, but I'm like, meh, it's fine. It's okay. You know what? Something might have fallen. It might have been in the video I was watching.
Oh my god, yeah. Maybe.
But at some point, I think it was between, like, you know, doing things, and I was cleaning up or something, and I hear what sounds like a shoe dropping upstairs.
Ew.
Like, right above my head. Like, right around, like, this area where I'm pointing and no one else can see. It's fine. Like, it sounds like in the middle of the kitchen, someone, like, had a boot and they dropped it. Which does not sound like a cat.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't sound like a cat jumping off something.
Yeah.
And when I went out into the hall and checked upstairs, there was no one. Like, Siggy was downstairs with me. Anyway, that was the spooky thing. But I found out that...
Well, the same night, Emily.
Yeah, the same night.
Also
Apparently,
yeah.
Mom's been hearing stuff, too.
Oh my
every
god,
now and
really?
then.
Well, yeah, so basically...
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
Yeah, just
what was it,
things-
right after I
it
finished
sounds
work?
like boots falling.
It was right after I finished work, right?
Yeah.
So, let's say around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, this is when the thing happened.
It was 9 o'clock and everyone's relaxed. My mom, my dad were on the sofa in the living room watching TV and also on their phones. Surprise, surprise, you know.
I was downstairs cleaning and, like,
Yep.
fixing stuff.
And I was eating food, watching TV, you know. Everything's
Yeah,
nice.
everyone else, yeah.
Life is great. Just reflecting on how hard
on the
I worked
universe.
at
Oh.
work. Okay, what's that?
Yeah.
And then we just randomly hear, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Oh my
And it
God.
was so loud. I freaking almost lost my freaking bowl of spaghetti. So, you know.
Oh no, my spaghetti.
What was
Don't.
Oh,
Don't do that.
hell no. No, so basically,
I come out of the basement.
my
looking
mom is
spooked
like
as
freaking
fuck.
out, like, oh my gosh, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Claude? Which is my dad's name. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
Surprise.
surprise.
It's
Surprise,
not
surprise.
Matt. Who
It's
else
the-
can it be? It's the ghost.
It's the title of this podcast, apparently. Surprise, surprise. I guess. You
Oh
know?
my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Love
And so, my mom's the one freaking out. I'm just like, Dad, why don't you just go check it out? You know, it's like, it's upstairs. And of course, my mom jumps out of the sofa, guys, apparently.
Yeah,
she's
she's
in it.
in
She's
it.
not sitting on. She's
No.
in the
She
sofa,
was under the
you know,
cushions and
looking
everything.
Horror
for
story.
pennies,
It's
like,
you know.
As you do.
She jumped off the sofa, ran upstairs,
No. Oh,
which is
yeah,
the dumbest
she did.
thing you can do. You never run up the
Run to the
stairs
noise!
without,
Oh
no,
my
not just
gosh.
that, not just running at the noise, running at the noise without turning any lights on.
Oh my god.
It's pitch black. It's 9:00 at night, and
It's true.
we only have one light,
Oh yeah.
not
Hall
including the TV.
light.
I guess if you include the TV as a freaking source of light. Basically, she runs upstairs and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Claude, I can't find anything. There's nothing. Everything
What?
is
Everything
is
in order.
in order, if you'd say."
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, Dad, why don't you go check it out? Just go check it out. Maybe somebody's living in the attic.
Attic. Oh my god, I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
I was
Yeah.
literally
Oh,
thinking
so
about that
spooky.
the whole
That'd be
time
so
when she was
spooky.
saying that. Like, the whole time when my mom was searching in every room.
So maybe it actually came from the attic and actually didn't come from the second floor.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's 2018,
Oh
you
my
never know.
god.
Well, it's spooky
But,
because it happens more often. Like
More often than you
more
can think, seriously.
Yeah,
People living in
definitely.
other people's
That's
attics.
nasty.
Like,
Yeah.
like squatting.
I don't know about Canada, but I've heard like a lot of cases
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
not
US.
sure.
Like,
I'm-
seriously, a lot. I've heard a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That could
Which
be
is
an episode
creepy.
in itself.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay,
Legit.
let's save this for
But we never.
that.
But we
Okay,
never.
okay,
like-
okay.
But we
Yeah.
never actually
So-
experienced that ourselves though.
Anyway, so I come up
We
from
don't know.
downstairs
And everyone's spooked.
and I'm spooked. I look out and like everyone's looking at me like
Wait, you're in
you
the basement.
just heard. Yeah, I had been in the basement and I told people about the sounds I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now we hear that.
my mic.
Oh my gosh.
Ghost. No, actually, it's not. It's just my arm. 1 second. Oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry. Okay,
It
keep
died.
Going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
and what happened?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you went upstairs.
Yeah. So me
So the cat spooked.
with my brave
I'm
self,
spooked.
I go upstairs and you know my measure of it is like if the cat doesn't follow me upstairs, we're dead. Because she'll follow me anywhere. She'll follow me to hell and back.
Yeah.
So I go
And well, she
upstairs.
didn't, right?
She didn't in the
She-
beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
So I go upstairs. I look. I check in the bathrooms. The bed master, the other bedroom, Matt's bedroom. I get to Matt's bedroom, and what do I see? I see the closet half open. I panic for a
Ew.
moment. I'm like, uh-oh, the thing's in the closet. But I look down, and what do I see? I see a box and another box next to it with shoes inside
And
of it that had
creepy enough,
fallen.
And creepy enough, the
that's
shoes were
nasty.
like dress shoes.
Yeah, they were like
So
boot
Oh,
you know
shoes.
what's super
ew.
creepy, which I just imagined? Like, imagine you're home alone and you do hear the same noise you heard, like shoes dropping,
Yeah.
and it's quiet from start to beginning. Besides the shoes dropping,
Yeah.
you get upstairs and you just see like a pair of shoes just like standing up, guys.
Standing,
Yeah,
yeah.
apparently they can walk by themselves.
Yeah.
Apparently, no, just like
I
right
don't
next to each other.
Like perfectly.
Perfectly.
lying
Oh my God.
right at
Like
the edge of the
super creepy,
stairs.
and they're dress shoes, so they look like old man's shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
What if
it
they
makes
start
it even
coming down the
creepier,
stairs slowly?
like from the freaking 50s or
Ew.
something.
Scary. Oh my
Ugh.
God,
Oh
it's
hell
horrible.
no!
That's nasty.
Anyway.
That's
Yeah.
spooky.
So that's the reason for that one. The reason I heard the clanging was because right next to the furnace room we have a what's it called, a cedar room.
Yeah,
Like
it's basically a
clothes and stuff like that?
small storage slash closet,
It's a storage closet of sorts, yeah.
if you'd say. Yeah,
So I forgot to check that, and I had been moving stuff around in there prior, like the day before,
Mm.
and I think it's because things got shifted that like one of the shelves completely fell, and we only saw after. Anyway,
Ugh.
so that explains those two, but it still doesn't
That
explain
is
the shoe dropping that I
creepy.
heard. In
Yeah,
the
there's
kitchen
no
upstairs.
explanation for that.
Yeah, and all day I had been like really not freaked out, but like things like I saw things out of the corner of my eye that weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And like out of like a window, I saw like a white thing pass by, and I was like,
It puts you on edge,
it's a
definitely. Like once you experience something, like you can't.
yeah.
But out of everyone who lives in our house right now.
Yeah.
Within the past like
Few days.
2 years, I'm gonna say years, like 2 years.
We've been here for a little bit, not
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Well, we've been here for like 4 years.
You've been here.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're
Anyway.
getting specific,
Okay.
Emily. Okay. And no, I've heard some.
Yeah.
That's some nice grammar there. No, I've heard some really creepy things.
Yeah.
Like just some, like feels like I don't know, because I play Xbox, on this living room,
in the same
on
area
the
that-
sofa,
on the sofa.
on this living room.
On the
Apparently,
living
what
room.
the heck am I saying?
That's okay.
Gosh, am I like freaking drunk or something?
Are you?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe there was something in that apple juice upstairs.
Yeah, spiked it
Oh.
by
Gosh.
accident.
Maybe it was
Well.
cider.
No, don't say that, Emily.
No, it was juice. I remember.
Yes,
I got it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
I
remember.
know.
Pure apple.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's-
Yeah, so you've been here
Yeah.
for a bit, and we've heard some stuff.
Yeah.
And so, in our living room downstairs, it's kind of this. What is this? An H?
This is like a
This
section.
is like a freaking. This is an
L.
R. This is an R.
Arr.
It's an R-shaped sofa, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
is kind of like
Yeah,
It
it
actually
is.
is
From
big,
my
yeah.
perspective, this is an R.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, it's like a big sectional.
And basically, I'm always playing Xbox. Hit me up on Xbox Live, guys. Matt the Cat 147,
Kill me.
by the way.
Oh my god.
And so, yeah, I'd always hear noises throughout the house.
Really?
Always.
Mhm.
I don't know if it'd be every day. Not from what I remember,
It's
but
gross.
once in a while, I'd hear something spooky, and not just that, but I'd feel like somebody would be watching me,
That's the worst.
Oh, that's the
part.
worst.
which it's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
It's terrifying, especially if you're home alone at
Oh, yeah.
night.
Uh-huh.
At night when you forget to turn on all the lights upstairs, and you just go upstairs and it's pitch black, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And then you hear something there. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
No, but it's
creepy.
creepier because on this sofa, when you're in the middle of it, you're basically not just facing the TV. You're facing
All the doors.
all the doors that are open.
Oh, it got dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was really creepy.
Mhm.
What the heck?
Creeps.
And like ever since I came back, like I moved back in with Siggy, we can't leave the furnace door closed anymore because
Why?
that's her litter's in there.
Which is creepier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's even creepier because it's a little nook, and then the
Yeah.
door is right
Yeah.
there. It's hidden away, and it's like
I wouldn't be surprised one day if somebody freaking peeked out of there and said, hello.
Ah,
Ew.
Hello, sir.
Stop.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
stop, please! I live right like a few doors down, 3 doors down to be specific. That's the band. Anyway,
Is it?
yeah, there's a band called
Not-
3 Doors Down.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Like the number
Did
3.
not know.
Well, I've only slept down here like a few times,
Mhm.
Yeah.
to be quite honest. And in your room, Emily, when you did not move in here, when
yeah,
you were
before
living
pre
in
my
another,
bedroom,
yeah.
yes.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was terribly creepy.
Well, I mean,
Extreme.
with all the
Not just that, I don't know if there were freaking rats crawling in the walls,
Oh, ew.
possible.
but I would hear
That's not-
scratching. And not the scratching
Oh.
from like a small little,
Yeah.
no, a little
That shit was intense.
like long ass scratching, okay? Like long ass scratching. And not just from the other room a mile away in the freaking house. No, I'm talking about the wall that's right next to my bed where I would sleep in that room,
Ew.
which is yours now.
Ew,
Yeah.
stop it.
No, seriously though, it was
Nasty.
creepy.
I wanna cry.
It was seriously creepy.
Stop. You're making me
Seriously.
think of, you know, in The Nun when he's under. Anyway, I can't. I don't know if it's a spoiler.
Freaking
Spoiler.
spoil a movie for everyone.
Whatever. Just
I-
skip like 2 seconds.
Yeah. I didn't like that movie.
It was good.
See,
Well-
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
good
it's
in
just
our-
Wait,
me.
did
I
you
think
watch
it's
it
weird.
with AVX? Is that what it's
Mhm.
called? AVX?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch that with like
yeah. We left halfway through
Yeah.
legit?
because I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, I really didn't like it.
Legit.
Okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
wow, Matt's staring me down right now.
What?
I know. I just
Really?
I don't know. Like
Eh,
it was.
There's a lot
too-
of religious connotation.
It's
in it.
too religious. and if
Okay,
you all
that's
know
why
me,
though,
your
or-
bitch is not religious at all.
Or because it was trash.
But also because I thought it was kind of fucking trash. Like parts of it were really interesting,
Hmm.
but it's the whole like I'm not really into like I don't know how to say it, like fake shit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So like when like people are like growling and stuff like that, or like they look like they like turn into like fucking like animals and shit, like that stuff doesn't really interest me. Like I don't get it. Or like I don't know. And I just think the religious part, like I don't know. I'm just very not religious, and I just don't. For some reason, it kind of irked me more than it scared me. Like I was just like, ugh, like I don't know. Personally, I was over it, but that's against popular opinion. But I guess that's okay.
No, it's okay.
Dang, that's interesting
though.
though.
Yeah.
I thought. Well, I mean, the reviews were not good. They were terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
It's because
like
it was a very religious movie. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of people were against it. But that's because it's called The Nun.
It's
like,
called
what
The Nun.
do
Yeah,
people
like
expect?
you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of.
But it's also like the way they showed it, at least in my opinion, it was a lot of like, it felt very folklore-ish. You know what I mean? It was a lot of mythology and stuff like that involved in it. Like,
Wait, so what part did you leave at? I'm just wondering. Like you were like, okay, I can't take this. This is trash. I'm just wondering.
I don't remember, like, because like it wasn't. I left like after the part like in the church where she walks up to someone praying, and like someone calls her like sister, like the girl who was in the beginning. Was like sister, like we have to continue praying.
Yeah,
We can't. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
That part, but that was it wasn't the part. It wasn't that part that made me be like, ugh, like I'm gonna leave.
no,
like
no.
it was just because like of all the rest of the stuff, and it wasn't really, in my opinion, wasn't getting any better. So I was just like, what? And I was with my mom too. And then you guys know my mom. My mom is not into horror movies much.
She's
Very
probably
And
Anyways,
so probably
a lot during
religious
it.
too thing.
and she's not. Well, she's not religious at all.
Well, no, I'm
No.
I'm saying it probably turned her off even more. The religious part. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, we're pretty similar in that aspect of things. But like, I'm actually surprised. Like, she asked me, she's like, "Do you want to go see a movie?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then we were going through stuff. She's like, "Do you want to see The Nun?" I was like, "Are you seriously fucking kidding me? Like, who am I speaking to?" Like, she would never do that.
Is this my mom?
And then like I kept like looking like to the side after something like
Yeah.
would happen, and like she just seemed very like blah about it. And I was like, okay, so it wouldn't be like bad if I asked her to just like leave. Because she seemed to want to leave, so
Oh really?
and I wanted to leave too. I was like, but
Wait, so it
That's
wasn't
all based
spooky
on
to you though?
people's
It wasn't
opinions.
creepy.
no, it was creepy. I can't say it wasn't. Like, it was.
There weren't like a few jump scares that got you or whatnot. Or...
No, there was. I forgot what they were though. There was like two. I think there was two of them that caught me.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the graveyard part, like where she freaking
Which part in the grave?
that
Frenchie is
night.
walking back.
Like when he gets buried?
What?
No. It was during that same night though. I think. Yeah.
Oh, towards the beginning.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I don't want to spoil it anyway for anyone else.
yeah, that's fair.
That's
yeah,
okay.
Agree.
But
Then it won't be
anyways,
spooky.
Yeah.
Anyway,
go watch it, guys.
yeah, I say watch it just to
Yeah, definitely.
formulate your own opinion on it because
Oh
like
my God, yeah.
it's everyone's opinion is all different
Yeah.
and it's like you bring your own experiences to a movie basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's just goes to show that anyone can like anything and some people don't like things and that's okay.
Wow, putting all these cringy like little
Yeah.
This has been a
2
PSA.
second like put-ins.
This has been a PSA.
PSA from
This
Emily.
is Emily's PSA of the day.
PSA of the day. Wow.
I want to die. Anyway.
Love that.
Well, I'm just
Um,
waiting for other horror movies to come out. Seriously.
Apparently, yeah. I read that like Netflix was like putting out like I don't know. I read this. They're putting out like 20 horror movies in the month of October.
Really?
I don't know. I'm
What?
hoping some of them are like Netflix originals, so it's not like just like putting
Exactly.
out like
Trash.
movies that have already come out.
like or like low budget or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so.
mean, I'm excited to see what goes on, but like, I want like a really good paranormal movie.
See, that's what I like. Yeah.
I can't wait for a lot of paranormal stuff because at the end it's like, oh, it's just a monster. Like it kind of ends up that way a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where like that person like they're not terrorizing you mentally or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
the Amityville, for example, Amityville Horror. That one's pretty good. In terms
Yeah, that
of,
one's
like,
pretty good.
You know, giving
Especially
it out to
considering
you. It's
the
spooky
year.
in different ways.
Yeah.
Like it was 05
There's no
for the
one evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It like affects everything. But that's kind of like I guess what the whole thing is with you know, The Conjuring and the Nun and stuff like that. You have one singular evil that you have to defeat.
Yeah.
It's like an action movie but with horror films.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gets old after a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The formula.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I don't know. There's some that do it new.
Yeah.
But
Agree.
speaking of paranormal, this is just a little side note. Another little story of mine of a little paranormalness. Back in my old apartment in Ottawa. No, Gatineau.
Ugh.
Anyway, Gatineau.
Okay.
The one that smelled like smoke and was horrible.
Oh my god. Classic.
Yeah. The one where a lot of people, people would let solicitors in to knock at people's apartments' doors.
Actually?
Yeah. Very spooky.
Ooh.
Anyway, I lived alone. I lived on the second floor. And, I always lock my door behind me. That is the one thing. But the thing is, I left my patio door open sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Mainly because it got really hot in there, and I just want to air things out. But also because I have a cat, and she likes going on the balcony sometimes. And, watching people like a creep.
Oh, you keep the door, you keep the patio, like...
A little bit open.
The thing open completely?
No, like a jar open.
Okay.
Exposed.
Exposed.
Exposed, like only a few inches for her. And then oftentimes, like, when I would go to bed at night, I would close it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, I'm gonna go take a shower, because it's a little warm, little gross outside, because it's stinky as frick. Anyway, so I go in the shower and I come out and I don't touch anything like that I wouldn't normally touch, right?
Okay.
Like,
okay, whoa.
Good to know.
But
What you talking about there, Emily?
Yeah, seriously.
I look at my mirror in the bathroom and there are like the remnants of a handprint.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah. I have a picture of it still.
I never heard
I
that's
don't touch
gross.
that mirror. I only touch like the bottom corner because it's one of the ones that you pull open.
Oh, it's like
But
one of
I
the
only
magnetic
touch
ones,
I only touch the bottom corner.
Which is
Like,
made out of wood,
flip it
right?
open. Huh?
Which is made out of wood?
No, it's
The corner.
No, it's like a metal.
Oh,
like a
okay,
metal.
one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was.
Ugh. That's spook.
It's not like it's.
It's like a medicine cabinet, basically.
It's a medicine cabinet, basically, and
Okay.
it spooked me so much. Like I'm still kind of spooked to think about it because it's not like there's no one else in my apartment except me and my cat.
And
like-
Yeah,
I.
it's weird.
Me, my cat, and I.
Yeah, and it's not
Me and
even
my
like my handprints. Like it was too big for my hand.
Maybe it was me.
Like
Yeah.
look
Maybe I
at
spooked-
that.
I came into. Ooh.
Look at that. It was gross, and I don't
Do you want
touch.
me to
I
debunk
don't
this for you?
touch the
Can I
middle of
see?
it. Go
Can I
ahead.
This
see?
shit is your cat's paw.
Can
honey.
I
No,
see?
it's not. It's too high for her.
Can I
Girl.
see?
She
Can I see?
cannot
Can I see?
go up there.
I want to see.
It
I
doesn't
want
look. It
to
doesn't
see.
look like a human
That's
handprint.
not up close.
But it doesn't look like a human handprint.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
this?
high up, and it's really high up. It's like
That's like
a good
2
5 feet
feet
tall,
in
at
the
least.
air.
Oh, okay.
At least, so the
It's
cat
like-
wouldn't be
that's
able
eye
to.
height, and
to
it was
put
right
that.
above just my eyes.
Okay.
I wouldn't reach up that far
That's
in the
weird.
middle of the screen to touch it. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like in the middle of my.
Here you go.
That's odd.
It's
Yeah.
like that's the middle of my.
It's very like
Almost
like,
skeletal.
Like fingy.
Seriously, it looks kind
Yeah.
of like
Kinda like-
skeletal,
it's
which
true,
is
it's
kind of
weird.
odd. But I mean,
It
that's
looks like
what.
someone pressed their hand against it,
Real quick.
It's like
And,
very
like-
clear,
and it looks like it was someone who was a lefty.
and it looks like it hadn't been long since it was touched.
I know.
Because the rest of it just fogged up again.
Tell them about that dude, the freaking creepy.
Oh no, there are many creepy dudes.
What do you
in my
mean?
life.
What do you mean? What'd you just almost jump out of your freaking seat?
No, what
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you mean, but that's more like like creepy stalker kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like we'll save that.
No,
for another
not
episode.
that. The dude downstairs or something that
Yeah,
lives
that was a
downstairs.
creepy
That's
stalker.
the dude.
Yeah, the guy.
Okay.
The dude.
And you just
The
spoiled
dude.
it now for everyone else for that story.
No, there's not
No,
spoiling
there's nothing to
that.
be
Yeah,
spoiled
because
of.
at the end of that is that it's because he was downstairs.
Well, now you just spoiled it. Hashtag.
No, but you called
Roasted.
it the guy who was downstairs.
Okay, but I didn't even know which
Anyway.
story you're talking about.
And I don't know either at this point.
All the stories.
Anyway.
All of them.
It's all because of the dude downstairs.
It's all, every single one is
guy
because of the same dude
downstairs.
downstairs. Watch out for the dude downstairs.
Emily, that's why there's a handprint, Emily, because you leave your
No, fuck. It was the dude downstairs.
you leave a crack in the doorway, right?
He climbs onto
No.
He climbs. He's
Climbed
Spider
onto my
Man.
balcony.
Onto your balcony?
Like Spider-Man, even though it's 20 feet off the ground. Let's go.
It's okay. Some people can do it.
Some people can do it, Emily. You ever heard of a rock climber?
Parkour, parkour.
Seriously, all you need is like a freaking string or rope. Rope would be
Yeah, some
more
firefighter shit.
suggestive.
You know what's the worst part though? Like right next to my balcony, like it's a wall that like
Yeah.
separates me from like other balconies and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there isn't a balcony next to me. That's like that's the stairwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like anyway, it's.
So if you're freaking.
Anyway, I used to live alone. Now I don't. Don't come after me.
Oh my god. Okay.
I will fight.
Warning.
Warning. Anyway, so those are a few paranormal stories.
Yeah.
A few spooky things. Anything you've ever experienced, Nick? That's a little spooky. Ooh.
What?
Give me that face.
Well, you guys know about this one.
What?
Well, it's the angels singing
The angels sing.
in my basement.
No, tell us about it.
Oh, you told me you
Matt
gotta
knows
say
about
this,
this.
but I want to hear that again.
Okay, so I
I
currently
freaking
live in an apartment building, and I've only lived there for I think like 4 years or something like that. And then the basement floor is like half of it is kind of like part of like the parking garage, and then there's another like it's like a hallway that goes down to a bunch of doors that goes into like separate like storage rooms.
units, yeah.
And so this is like when we first moved in. This was a while back, but I went because we had like a lot of stuff we had to bring into storage because we moved from a house to an apartment, so we had a lot of shit. And I went down there by myself. It was really spooky. Like it's really like.
And it's not like a brand new
old.
renovated area that's
this shit's
fully lit up
old.
24/7.
It's an old apartment.
Yeah. Which makes it creepier.
Which definitely.
That's
'Cause,
why
like
I'm bringing
everything's
it up, yeah.
old, like the piping and like all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So I go in, I unlock the doors, I go into like the room that has a bunch of storage units.
Yeah.
And I hear this like singing almost, and it's like different notes, and it's just like a constant like melody that's just going like back and forth and back and forth. I was like really, really, really high up. And it just like kept going, and it was very like angelic, and like it sounded like angels. It was scariest shit ever. Like,
And you were
it was
alone.
so scary. I was by myself. I was alone. It was just
Oh.
scary. Like, it was actually like, it was so scary. And like at first, for some reason, like I thought I knew it was scary. Like when I went in, but like when I walked out, I was like, oh, maybe it's just like.
Someone
like,
practicing.
maybe it's just like a choir singing. But then I was like, what the fuck? I was like, there's no like, there's
Like, because
there's a road on each side of my building. Like, there's no like community center that could be like, or like a church or something. Like,
why
it
would
really
they be
has
doing
nothing.
it in a storage unit? Like,
and especially
Yeah.
it's creepier considering that right when you get out of the elevator, right? Because it's downstairs you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to your right, it leads you to a door and then to another door,
Mm-hmm.
which leads you to the 3 levels of parking garage, right?
Oh yeah,
Which
yeah.
makes it creepy. And then to your left,
I know.
there's
It's like a hallway that goes
Yeah.
into like a bunch of storage units, and that was creepy.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like I don't know to this day where it came from. I don't know, like, because like I went in the other day
oh no.
to get something. I forget what it was, and I was like, "Bitch, I'm gonna listen to music. Like I'm not gonna hear shit. I don't care what's going on. Like
I'm not gonna hear anything.
no, I'm
not
not gonna hear
happening
anything.
again.
Demons, ghosts,
Yeah.
whoever you are, you're not gonna talk me into
Nope.
this, all right?
Like
So,
give
I ain't
up
gonna
because
hear
I
it, none
can't
of
hear
yours.
you." And I went in, and obviously I took them out because I was like curious, and I could hear people talking. So I was just
Okay.
I think it has to do with like the vents, and I think that they're connected to like
Maybe.
probably like the people on maybe like the vent that's on the main floor, like in the lobby or like something like that. But also, why the fuck are you like? I feel like
Where's
something-
the choir?
Why is there choir singing? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Some creepy.
Maybe it leads into someone's apartment, and like
Yeah.
they're playing like
Maybe.
choral music on like a stereo or something like that.
Hopefully.
Fuck yeah.
Totally.
And then there was like little tiny stuff that would happen like when I used to live at my old house.
Mhm.
Just like stuff like I would hear people like going through cupboards and stuff like that like
Oh.
in my kitchen like while I was sleeping.
Oh.
That's
And
not
like
fun.
I slept in the same for a good chunk of my youth. I slept in the same room as my brother.
Mhm.
And
As
so
brothers
he
do.
was there.
Mhm.
And so like my mom and dad were like in their room, so like I don't know where it came from. Like I don't know, like it was just sounds of like people like opening like cupboard doors and closing them, and like just stuff like that. Or like
Ugh.
at one point I took my parents' room, and they turned the basement into like a bedroom.
Mhm, yeah.
They had a small little window, like just like what you have like here. Well, no one knows what I'm talking about, but like a small window in the basement that's just like all the way at the top of like the wall.
Yeah.
And I remember sleeping there sometimes and like seeing like shadows of people. I mean, that's not paranormal. It's probably just someone trying to break into the house. But I like walk shadows like over, because it was also the window was facing the front, so the front door. It was right next to the front door, and so like I would see shadows and stuff of like people walking like on the property, obviously, because it's not right next to the road. So that's spooky. I also heard someone actually heard someone trying to break into the house once, like trying to like open the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so scary. I don't even think I told anyone about that.
Were you home alone?
No, I don't think so. I was too young at that time to be home alone.
Uh.
But I didn't say anything. I don't know why. I think I was too scared. It was in the middle of the night too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I went to the washroom or something, and I could hear like just like someone like playing with like the door knob type thing. But we had like a deadbolt in our thing,
yeah.
so I think it's like harder to break into houses with like a deadbolt.
It is. Yeah.
And like,
Cause it's thicker.
because like the neighborhood I lived in, like there was some like criminal shit that was going on.
Oh.
Like, not all the time. Like it wasn't like the worst neighborhood, but there was like cars are getting broken into and like shit like that.
Well,
so.
that would happen more often because that's the area that it was in, right? Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That was creepy.
I remembered something, Matt.
About
I
what?
don't know if you remember this.
What?
It was when we were kids living back in Repentigny over down by the river.
Repentigny.
We used to live in a just tiny little bungalow, before this one, and there was like we had a very big plot of land, like it was a corner kind of house.
Yep.
And but it was all fenced in at that point. Like we had like, because it was really big, so we fenced it all in, and we lived there for a very long time. And normally, like, we closed the gate before we went to sleep. Like, we would make sure that the gate was closed, like when my dad came home or something like that.
Okay.
Like, that's what our parents always told us: close the gate, or else you'll forget. And like, the thing is though, the gate, you can easily open it. It's just the fact that like, you have to open it with your finger. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the backyard is private. It's closed. But the thing is, where the gate is kind of like a few feet away is the window to our guest bedroom, and then there's the window to like where the like TV area was. And like we would always, you know, hang out down there, watch movies and stuff like that. And one night, and it's nighttime, it's very dark outside, and like we have the light on in the basement, like you can see we're home.
Yeah.
Like, I think we were watching a movie or something like that because the TV was down there. And I think we had paused it at some point because we thought we heard something. And so...
Oh, I think I maybe know what you're talking about.
There was a bang at that window.
Ew.
It sounded like a bird hitting it or something like that. Or someone, like, hitting it with their fist. Like, bam. And then we were wondering, like, what's that? And so we get up and I'm walking towards it and there's another bang. A harder one this time.
Yeah.
And like it didn't bang again after that, but like we looked and there was no one outside. Like the gate wasn't even open, I think. And it was so spooky. Like there's some things.
It's nasty.
That, and then maybe people siphoning our gas, but that's it.
What?
What?
Talking about?
You don't remember? There were.
You don't remember? Explain. Just say what you.
There were a few people who had like their gas tanks in the area. The flap, the gas cap, whatever it's called.
Oh, in the car?
Keep going.
Yeah, on the car, on vans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, there would be like marks on the side. Like it looked like someone took like a key and like popped it open. Or something,
okay.
Like a crowbar
and like solar gas?
Yeah, and it looked like when you would check your gas, it would be slightly lower than before.
Yeah.
Like, it would be extremely low, like a good tank, like, you know, liter full or something gone. Anyway, that's weird stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
That is weird.
But all the houses that we've lived in are relatively
Creepy.
new. Yeah, but relatively new though.
Yes, of course it's not. We never moved into a house / lived.
Yeah.
In a house that was from the freaking 1950s, of course.
Yeah, like even like the bungalow, it was only like 2 years old, I think, at that point.
Oh wow.
This house was only like, it's only 5 or 6
years
old
this
now.
is like a really new house.
But the thing is, like, there are a few...
This house?
Yeah, this house.
This is not a 5 to 6 year old house.
7 years or something.
You're kidding me. It's literally from 1999.
Really?
Literally.
Oh.
And I'm not making
That's
that
not
up. It's or 2001 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, still, not
They had
bad.
some good stuff,
But
2001.
even before, new house.
Yeah, but this was renovated though. But
Yeah, but
This
like
is
even like the
yeah.
rest, just like the
Yeah.
style of the
Like, it's
house, like the
yeah, but
building of it. Creepy.
yeah.
There are some things though that make you wonder.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, especially with, like seeing stuff, like seeing like shadows and stuff like that. Because I remember when I was a kid, like I mean, I was young, so like, it could easily just be like my imagination or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember like someone opening the door to my room. At this point, I had like my own room, and there being like on the outside, my room at this time was like at the end of a hallway.
Okay.
And it was just like the door right at the end. And so I remember it like the door opening and like the light being on behind, like in the hallway, and having this tall black like figure like just standing there. Like that was literally like so scary. Like it was just creepy as fuck. I still remember it. And like it was just some, I don't even remember. It was just a big black figure. Like it looked like human-ish. It was weird. Like, and then like I remember like I don't know why. Like I didn't scream, but like I just like I took my covers and like
you hide
went under my covers and just like hoped it would disappear, I guess, and then fell asleep.
Yeah.
But like it's weird, especially like when doing research and stuff like that, because I don't really believe in like extraterrestrial abductions and stuff like that. But a lot of people say like stuff like that is like symptoms of like being abducted by aliens, and it's like seeing figures and like having like they say like even like having like chunks of your life like missing out of your memory, like when you look back you're like, oh fuck, I don't even remember that. Like, but I just think that's your brain not being able to remember everything that's happened.
Exactly.
Like I don't think that's because you've been abducted by aliens, or like they're like, oh, like people who like sometimes it's like ringing in the ear or whatever. Bitch, I don't think that's like I have ringing in the ear, but like I don't think it has to do with being fucking like abducted by aliens. I think it just has to do with fucking like always listening to fucking music 24/7.
Too loud.
And like like I think there's a lot of other factors that we like, especially like our age. There's so many other things that like I don't think I was abducted by an alien. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's just weird.
Very weird stuff.
Like, people believe it. Like it's so odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's even weirder with people with animals and stuff like that. Like when they look at like certain areas for too long, it's like.
Oh my god, yeah, like
look
when your
that
cat's earlier, your cat like was just like out of nowhere, just stared at the ceiling, looked angry, and then jumped onto the couch to get closer. And I was like, what the fuck? And there was nothing there.
Stop.
It's like, what the hell? Like,
Sometimes you wonder if like your pet or some friend's cat when you're out over at their place, if they're just like a dumb cat or they can see who knows what, you know, and you're hoping it's the first one. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Spooky.
Yeah.
Alrighty, children. Children of the world.
Children of the night.
Thanks for listening.
Children of the corn.
Yeah.
Children of the corn. Yeah, well, thanks for listening.
If you're being haunted, go
Just know that we are too, so don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not alone.
You're not alone,
You're not
honey. Don't worry
alone.
about that.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you're all good, sweetie. You'll survive.
Well, like, if you feel like something is wrong with your house and stuff like that, like, we always suggest to, like, try to find a rational explanation for it. Like, it's okay to investigate if it's the first time this is happening. But this is, like, if this is an ongoing thing, and, like, for example, you have a plumber come in, and, like, or, like, you know, someone, like,
Okay.
a contractor or something come in to check the source of a noise or something like that, and they can't find a reason, then it's probably time to, like, you know,
Move.
maybe move.
Demolish the house and leave it behind. Find somewhere else to live.
Exactly.
Just kidding. Actually,
Or,
don't.
you know what?
It's probably just like your pipes, like doing something weird.
Probably.
I highly doubt.
Or you freaking clog
your
the
air
toilet
ducts.
a little too hard.
Or you
there.
clog the toilet a little too much.
Yep.
Or there's a rat or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well,
like,
if you do hear scratching
raccoons.
like I did, don't be like me and just run upstairs.
Open the lights.
Yeah. Don't call the police. Maybe
Okay.
just call for an exterminator first.
Just go somewhere else. Don't go there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, the best like tactic people say is to not engage with it, to not feed it if it is a spirit. Or
Don't give it
something
food.
Like that. Yeah, don't give
Don't
it food.
fuel it.
Just leave it starve.
Don't feel it.
No, oh no.
Don't feel
Don't
it.
fuel it, I said.
Don't
add
feel
some-
it.
Don't throw some gas in the fire.
Don't touch it. It
Consent
doesn't
is
like
very
that.
important.
Gosh.
Yeah. Don't fuel it, just, let it be. If anything, if it is like an actual like intelligent spirit or something like that, if you tell it to go away, say like, I don't like this, just stop. Then it usually
Yeah, yell at it.
listens if it's
Tell
a
them to
good
go
Yeah.
back to
spirit.
the light. Apparently it actually works. Being like, go
Yeah.
back,
the
bitch.
light.
Yeah.
To the light, ho.
Because sometimes it's spirits
works.
that are just confused.
Just look it up on
They don't
YouTube,
know.
and I can guarantee you there's probably 1,000 people who think that they're psychics who will give you
Yeah.
tips and tricks of
Advice.
how to get away. Look up the psychic twins.
But
Yeah.
for a price.
But for a price.
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Advice for a friend.
Always for a fucking price.
Yeah.
Only $999.99 for 3 minutes of
Two payments of.
some advice from an
$9.99.
expertise.
Yeah.
But
That was a long ending. Anyways.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay, keep going.
I'm trying to find it. I can't remember.
She doesn't remember.
Don't play with Ouija boards.
Oh my god, do it. Can we please?
No.
Oh my
If
god,
you do,
no one wants
if
to do
you
it
do
with
take
me.
that chance, and if you do use a Ouija board or something else to communicate with the far out, remember to say hello and to say goodbye
Oh my
to
God, I always
close
say
the
goodbye.
conversation so it doesn't attach itself. Anyway, that's my PSA. Of
That's
the
a really
day,
good PSA.
Number
Thanks,
2.
Em. Okay.
Anyway,
Thanks for listening. Go check out our first one. It was very interesting. Talk about some true crimes.
Yeah.
this is paranormal.
Alrighty.
And
And
stick around for next week. Next week,
yeah.
we're gonna talk about what are we talking about next week?
I have no fucking clue. Either like I don't know. Spooky.
Spooky.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Scooby Doo.
Spooky.
Scooby-Doo.
Spooky places.
Spooky places.
Yes.
Spooky places in the world.
So
Spooky places we've seen.
stay tuned.
Oh.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, Matt already has an idea. He's like, okay, let's get to the next one. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Peace out, bitches.